Now that, folks, that is what I call a heel turn. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call a fucking heel turn. Por fin. Finally, we got Seth Rollins turning fucking heel on this episode of Monday Night Raw. Vince, all you had to do, Vince, was listen to the fans. The fans is like a fucking blueprint. Just follow the blueprint. That's it. It's just that simple. You listen to the fans, you do it, boom. It'll come out good. People were thinking, oh, Rollins turned heel 2 weeks ago. I'm going to sit here and be honest with you. I was one of those people that thought that he turned heel 2 weeks ago, but then I'm like, I don't really call it a heel turn because what did he necessarily do to turn heel? What? He just curb stomped Kevin Owens 2 weeks ago in that match on the Raw after Survivor Series? Nah, it wasn't a heel turn. And then I thought to myself, that's a heel turn. Nah, it's not. But tonight, what we got tonight, that, folks, is a heel turn. Just plain simple. That's it. Now Kevin Owens is the biggest babyface on Monday Night Raw. We're going to talk about that when we get to the part of the review. Outside of Rollins' heel turn, Humberto and Andrade was okay. It was okay for what it was. I don't know why Andrade lost on this fucking episode of Raw. Meanwhile, fucking Andrade is on a fucking hot streak. So outside of Rollins' heel turn, outside of Humberto and Andrade in a decent U.S. title match, that was it. That was the main highlights of this entire show. That's it. Opening segment ain't do shit for me. Nor do I fucking care. We'll talk about that here on the review because I have a lot to say about this fucking Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, AOP situation. I have a lot to talk about it. Quack. Reason why I'm saying the word quack, you'll find out in just a little bit on this review. Anyways, if you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Monday. Well, it is still Monday. December 9th, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. If you guys enjoyed Seth Rollins' heel turn, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts on Rollins' heel turn? And also, what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw tonight? Raw was fucking terrible outside of a decent U.S. title match. Andrade and Humberto delivered a good match. And Rollins' heel turn. That was it. Outside of those three things, Raw did nothing for me going into TLC on Sunday night. Anyways, also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support. Hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications for daily wrestling content. SmackDown Reviews live on the channel right now. Link to this video will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. Also, check out AEW Dynamite, the lexicon of Le Champion. Live on the channel right now. AEW Dynamite review. This was, I think, one of my highest AEW Dynamite reviews with 23 thumbs up with 173 views. I appreciate every single one of you, man, showing the support here on the channel. Not only that, but on AEW Dynamite also. Link to this video will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are following me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring, and Snapchat, Chris was hating. And like I said, folks, if you guys are enjoying the content, be sure to show your support. Hit the subscribe button down below and turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. Let's review Monday Night Raw tonight. And what I thought was a boring show, outside of three things. As I already mentioned, the Rollins heel turn, the decent U.S. title match, and the Humberto Andrade match was pretty good. That was just it. That was just it for me. But outside of that, Raw was completely fucking boring, uninteresting, and a waste of my time. I was watching the Eagles-Giants game on my Nintendo Switch on Hulu. Moving on with the show here. So Raw kicked off with Jerry Lawler in the ring with a table and chairs. Of course, they would have the fucking divorce thing to kick off Raw. You might as well put the fucking garbage out of the fucking way. You might as well. So we got Lawler in the ring, and of course they'll have a guy like Jerry the King Lawler host this fucking divorce segment, which is fucking terrible. Lana says that for the past few weeks, we've all been witness to the demise of the marriage between Rusev and Lana. King says he came here tonight hoping he could offer them some reconciliation. But unfortunately, they're past the point of no return. So for the first time ever, he's to preside over a divorce hearing. Of course they would have him there. The King then introduced Lana, who comes out with a lawyer. Lana's lawyer hands Lawler a letter that states Rusev's restraining order has been put on hold until the proceeding is over. Lawler then introduces the husband, Rusev, comes out looking he's been dressing from a Mick Foley closet, a rather baggy suit, white trainers, and a Donald Duck t-shirt. Quack. It's crazy how we go from dog food on Friday Night SmackDown, woof, to Rusev's Donald Duck t-shirt that came out of fucking Mick Foley's closet here on Monday Night Raw. Quack. If you guys hear the word quack throughout the entire review, you know why. You know where I got it from. Rusev's Donald Duck t-shirt. Quack. So we go from woof on Friday to quack on Monday. There you go. Moving on. Lana and Rusev take their seats and is the Bulgarian who speaks first. Saying hello to the crowd. Lana tells him not to interrupt her. Quack. Then says he needs to know that she used to love him. When the entire WWE Universe hated him, she loved him still. She says that when Rusev became rich and famous, it got to his head. Quack. Quack. Lana gets to her feet and says the entire WWE Universe is also to blame for the downfall of their marriage. You're blaming millions and millions of people over the divorce of your marriage? How stupid did that come off? You're blaming other people, other men, women, and children for the demise of this fucking marriage? Oh, boy. Rusev stands and tells her to calm down and says, now everyone can see how this marriage was. Knowing the typical casual wrestling fan dumbfuck would enjoy this storyline. I'm going to say this right now. If you enjoy this Lana, Rusev, Bobby Lashley storyline, you are the same kind of people that want AEW to go out of business. How can people enjoy this storyline is beyond me. Blows my fucking mind. How can you enjoy the storyline? It's fucking garbage. Yeah, I got people telling me on social media that, Rusev was the one that pitched this fucking storyline. If that is the case, I've already lost all kinds of respect for Rusev already. How can you pitch this storyline to Vince and have Vince like it? I'm starting to think now Rusev did this fucking storyline just to put him on fucking television. I have people tell me on social media, Rusev was the one that created this fucking storyline. It's a collaboration. What? How stupid is that? How stupid is that? Lana yells at him and stays to stay back or he will go to jail for a very long time. Quack. Rusev says that it's him who has been getting attacked and has a fun video to show everyone. We see footage of last week when Lashley and Lana got arrested. She says he's horrible and that he will never find someone like her again. I'm pretty sure he can. Well, then again, if you really think about it, he really can't. Rusev says he can barely stand her, so why would he want someone similar? Quack. Lana screams and says he always makes everything about him. He chose Rusev over her, and it's his fault their marriage failed. The last part she yelled comedically. At this point, I wanted to fucking mute the television shit at this fucking point. Rusev says this is getting out of hand, so let's sign the divorce papers, and he gets all excited. Quack. The fans chant yes, and Rusev grabs the papers and signs them. He grabs the paper to sign them. Lana rips the papers away and says she wants to sign first. Come on, Rusev, where's your fucking manners? Ladies first. Where the fuck is your manners? Ladies first. She says the bottom line is that she will sign the first because she comes first and he's a loser. She says she will get the dog and he refuses, saying the dog wasn't present to him. They yell about the dog and she calls him a Bulgarian son of a bitch. Quack. And he tells her to shut up. Lana signs the divorce papers. So Lana signs the divorce papers. Now this is the part of the show where it completely fucking confused the shit out of me. Then Rusev stalls and says he needs something from her before he signs it. She asks if he wants sex again in the elevator, in the ring, right before the Red Eye and the doctor. She calls him sick, just like all the fans. Rusev says no. What he wants is a match with Bobby Lashley. Can you just sign the papers already? At this point, I'm thinking to myself, can you just sign the papers already? Why would you want a match with Bob Lashley? Turns out we're going to have a fucking match at TLC in a tables match. Just sign the fucking papers already. What the fuck are these guys fighting for? What is Rusev and Bobby Lashley fighting for? At this point, the divorce should have been happened already. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Lashley makes his way to the ring, makes his entrance, and Rusev takes his jacket off. Lashley said, this is all ridiculous. Yeah, I know, Bob, I know. That's one thing me and Bobby have in common. We both agree that this is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, this whole storyline is fucking ridiculous. That Rusev is trying to make a joke about all of them. Bobby says he's going to ask Lana to marry him once the divorce is finalized. And I thought about this immediately. The second Lana and Rusev have the divorce, the storyline divorce, we all know in real life they're fucking together, but in storyline they're fucking divorced. I guarantee you, once this fucking divorce is officially going to end already, we're going to have a Lana and Lashley wedding on the final episode of Monday Night Raw. I guarantee you that happens. We will get a Lana and Lashley wedding on the final episode of Monday Night Raw of 2019, and Rusev is going to fuck it up. Guarantee that happens. Guarantee that happens. Rusev says that he can take Lana. He doesn't care. She's just bad. Rusev says he just wants to live happily on Rusev Day. Rusev says he wants to fight Lashley in any match on any day because every day is Rusev Day. He signs the papers and Lashley slams his head into the table. Now, this is the part where got me confused here. You're Lashley, and you said once the divorce is finalized between Lana and Rusev, you're going to marry Lana. Why would you stop Rusev from signing the divorce papers so you can marry Lana right there and then? That just confused the shit out of me right there. Confused the living shit out of me. Where was I? Okay. Lashley knocks him from the ring and slams Rusev into the barricade. They get back into the ring and Rusev hits Bobby with a monster kick. Then belly to bellies suplex him through the table in the middle of the ring. So I guarantee you we are getting a tables match on Sunday because Rusev put Bob Lashley through a table. I'm telling you, when it comes to TLC, there you go. You can just piece everything together all at once. The only positive about this show was that Rollins turned heel. Humberto, well, not Humberto and Andrade, although it was a good match. The fucking wrong person won. And a decent U.S. title match. Then again, you want to sit here and fucking give me this shit. I just really don't know. The negative about this is, the negative part about this is, this shit lasted 18 minutes. 18 minutes. This shit lasted 18 minutes. I know that the question is bound to come here. Wesley, if you're watching, you know. Who books this shit? I started on Friday. I'm going to say it again here on Monday. Who books this shit? Who books this garbage? Quack. This was a complete waste of everybody's time. This was a complete waste of everybody's time. I'm just like, can this storyline officially end here? I hope that Sunday at TLC is the fucking payoff. I hope and pray this is the fucking payoff to this entire fucking story going into Sunday. So we're going to get tables match on Sunday between Lashley and Rusev. Hope to pray this is the fucking payoff to this fucking storyline. But knowing this fucking company, they're probably going to keep on with this storyline until fucking Rusev re-signs the fucking contract. Which I hope he doesn't. I said this on Twitter. And I just sit there and I can't believe. Oh yeah, and by the way, I did a Monday Night Raw poll. How was Monday Night Raw? 85% of you guys said thumbs down. 15% of you guys said thumbs up. Jesus Christ. GG. Let me look for my tweet on Twitter. Because I tweeted a whole damn lot during this goddamn show. This fucking show. Where was that tweet that had like over 30-something thumbs up? Where was it? Oh, right here. I said, who books this? Who enjoys this garbage? I just hope and pray that Rusev walks out on the company and leaves the company. Like, please, who the fuck books this shit? Honestly, bro. Who in the blue hell books this fucking garbage? I have no idea. Who in the blue fuck books this garbage? I have no fucking idea. This show was a waste of everybody's time. I also tweeted on Twitter, that is 18 minutes I will never get back. My fucking God, that was fucking terrible. Why the fuck will Lashley stop Rusev from signing the divorce papers? Just the fucking logic in this shit. Like I said, I guarantee you, once the fucking divorce is finalized, we are going to get a Lana Lashley wedding on Monday Night Raw on the last episode of Raw of 2019 on December 30th. Guarantee you we get that. Guarantee you. Because they want to fucking load that show up going into 2020. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past this company if they did that. This was a complete waste of everybody's time. We go to the announcers who show a video of the Authors of Pain attack KO last week. We hear from Owens after the break. Now this is getting interesting. This KO AOP Rollins story. This is starting to pick up, if you ask me. Kevin Owens is backstage with Charlie Caruso, Bay. And he says he blames Seth Rollins for what happened last week. Quack? I think so. Owens says Seth came out 2 weeks ago and berated everyone as the unappointed leader. He says he was the only one who stood up to him, and he thinks that is why the AOP attacked him last week. They just do whatever Seth tells them to. He was lucky to get away with them last week, but he did get away. And tonight, he's going to look for them. He's going AOP hunting. There you go. Owens walks off and soon runs into Rey Mysterio. The United States champion says that if Owens needs some backup, he and his homies will be happy to help. Owens thanks Rey, but says he needs to do this on his own. Rey says he misspoke. He meant his homie, and hands KO the steel pipe he used to beat Brock Lesnar with during their feud going into Survivor Series. Nice little touch there. Nice little touch. Owens thanks Rey and walks off slapping his palm with the pipe. We get Matt Hardy coming out for a match versus Drew McIntyre. Drew is out second, and he cuts a promo on the way to the ring. Drew says that Raw tonight has been depressing. It's been depressing every single week. Quack. So let's cheer everyone up. Yeah, I wonder how. He tells everyone that Matt Hardy and his wife had a third son last week. Congrats. Third child last week. Congrats. Congrats to Matt Hardy. And Ruby, who's fucking gorgeous, by the way, my opinion. And he's heard he's a little cross-eyed, but that just means he's definitely Matt's son. Drew then says Matt is accomplished in the ring, but outside of it, he hasn't always made good decisions. So him reproducing might not be the best idea. He then offers Hardy the chance to leave the ring with his tail between his legs, but Hardy attacks McIntyre before he can get inside and hits a twist of fate. Drew rolls out as we go to commercial break. Drew cut a little personal promo, but I can take that from Drew. Listen, Drew McIntyre is starting to be booked into a fucking monster on Monday Night Raw. A monster! WrestleMania season is rolling around really quick. Really quick. Next thing you know, we're in TLC. The next thing you know, we're on the road to WrestleMania. If I'm WWE at this point, and I had people tell me on social media, I've had this one guy tell me on social media, oh, they should book Kevin Owens to win the Royal Rumble and have him face Brock Lesnar. We'll talk about that when we go to the Seth Rollins heel turn. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in just a second. So we get Drew McIntyre versus Matt Hardy. Match, it was alright. It wasn't that bad for what it was. I mean, obviously, Drew McIntyre against Matt Hardy. Obviously, you're going to have Drew McIntyre win here because you got to build him up. You have to build him up. And they have no plans for Matt Hardy, so you might as well have Matt Hardy take a loss here. Drew wins. Drew wins with the Claymore kick. I love his future shock DDT. I love it. The way he delivers it is just love it. Love it. Drew takes to the corner, hits a Claymore kick for the 1, 2, 3. Drew wins. Still the coming out Rey versus AJ. This match is good. If I'm booking this right now, you're on your way to Houston for the Royal Rumble. You got to consider Drew McIntyre as a potential men's Royal Rumble winner. Now, we all know that Roman is going to win. I mean, in my honest opinion and my prediction here, I got Roman winning the Rumble, obviously, because there's no other way for fucking Roman to stay out of the World Championship picture. What does Roman Reigns have to do to make his way back up to the World Championship picture? Now, obviously, that's where Vince and his direction is going with Roman. If I was to book this, I would have Drew McIntyre win and have him beat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I said this many, many times already. Brock is, from what I'm hearing, Brock is considering retiring after WrestleMania. So why not fucking have a future starring Drew McIntyre dethrone Brock Lesnar, have Drew McIntyre as the most dominant guy on Raw, while Brock Lesnar is heading out to the sunset. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but from what I'm hearing, Brock Lesnar could possibly seek retirement after WrestleMania. I heard about that like a couple of months ago. I don't know if that's still true or not, but I have no idea. But people are saying, oh, Roman can win the Rumble. People are saying, oh, Kevin Owens is going to win the Rumble. I'm predicting Drew to win here. Because if you really think about it, and I'll talk about this in just a little bit here, nobody wants to see Roman Reigns win the Rumble. Nobody does. Everybody's saying, oh, if Roman wins, it's going to get him over. And when he beats The Fiend at WrestleMania, it's going to get him over. Stop. Stop. Sit the fuck down. Stop. Is Roman Reigns being booked right now pretty good? Yes, he really is. Roman Reigns right now is looking a whole lot better than Seth Rollins before tonight. Before Seth Rollins officially turned heel. Rollins is going to look good no matter what coming out of a fucking heel turn. Rollins is going to look good. Roman, on the other hand, no. And this is what these cocksuckers, these elitists, these apologists on social media don't understand. Vince is running out of ideas to keep Roman Reigns out of the World Championship picture. What is the perfect way to put Roman Reigns back in the World Championship picture? Winning the Men's Royal Rumble. You have Roman win the Rumble, the Roman Reigns agenda comes back, and Roman's fucking go away heat comes right back in a blink of a fucking eye, in a snap of a fucking finger. Roman's go away heat that he got from 2015 to 2018 is going to come right back before you even know it. People don't realize that. Roman is being booked right now. Will Roman Reigns will ever be over as a babyface? No. It took leukemia to put him over. and put leukemia to take him over. I'm not here saying that Roman had leukemia. I'm not saying that. Do I believe at some sort that Roman had leukemia? Yes, I do. At some case, I believe that he had leukemia. But I wouldn't put it past this company at all if there was to fake something like this just to get him over. You do realize this is the same company that faked Vince McMahon's death back in 2007. This is the exact same company that booked and faked Vince McMahon's death back in 2007. I wouldn't put it past this company whatsoever if they all of a sudden faked Reigns' leukemia thing just to get him over. I wouldn't put it past this company. But am I saying that he didn't have leukemia? No, I did not. I'm not saying that. Cancer is something to not joke around with. It's not. It's not. I've had people I know people that has cancer, and I know people and family members who died from cancer. It's no joke. It's no fucking joke. That's all I'm saying. But I'm saying, knowing this company, they'll probably give Roman the fucking Rumble win. But if I'm booking this, I would like Drew McIntyre win and have him face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 36 for the WWE Championship. And I would have Drew as the next monster on Monday Night Raw. It's just that easy. Drew is on a winning streak on Monday Night Raw. How is he not getting pushed? It's beyond me. It's just beyond me. We see a replay of last week when the Kabuki Warriors defeated Charlotte Flair in a handicap match. I did not know that they booked a 2-on-1 handicap match between the Kabuki Warriors and Becky Lynch. Now, we haven't seen Becky in 2 weeks. Good. I miss Becky. Good. We ain't seen Becky Lynch since Survivor Series. Good. I miss Becky. It was good to see her on this show. Good to see her. We get a video from earlier today where Charlotte approached Becky Lynch in the locker room. She asked Lynch if she would like to be Becky 2 belts again, and Lynch asked if she needs help. Lynch says she would rather take her chances against the two of them alone and collect an old debt. Flair sarcastically wishes her luck. There's still a little bit of hate there between Charlotte and Becky. Still a little bit of hate there. We see KO with Rey's pipe, his lead pipe, approaching Mojo Rawley. I didn't know that Mojo Rawley is still fucking employed in this fucking company. We see Kevin Owens approach Mojo Rawley backstage and ask him if he's seen the Authors of Pain. Rawley points to his right, then KO starts walking, but then Rawley says it might have been the other way. He dicks him around. So KO slaps him hard in the face and tells him which direction he just went. He went that way. KO's a fucking gem. I'm standing there now. KO is a fucking gem. It's a fucking gem. The Viking Raiders come to the ring, and they say that they've been looking for worthy challenges for weeks, but only been fed chumps. Yeah, fucking being fed to fucking jobbers, enhancement talent, when you're fucking Raw Tag Team Champions. Shows how good the fucking Raw Tag Team division is, because this company does not fucking dedicate themselves to fucking tag team wrestling. Raw's tag team division is terrible. SmackDown's tag team division is terrible. Meanwhile, you got fucking NXT and AEW's tag team division fucking blowing the fucking earth up. Blowing the fucking tag team scene by storm. Just true. So tonight, they extend an open challenge to any team that feels they can take their titles. So we go to commercial break. Now, I found out today, before we continue with the review, that the NWO and Batista are going to be in the Hall of Fame this year. Good. Good. Now, one thing I do enjoy when it comes to WrestleMania weekend is the Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Some people think it's boring. Some people think it's not necessary. But at the same time, for me, as a wrestling fan for over 20 plus years, I would love to hear the stories of how they came up in wrestling, how much stories do they have while on the road and stuff. Stuff like that. I love to see that. Now, I don't mind Batista going into the Hall of Fame. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Batista had his last match at WrestleMania against Triple H. Batista always wanted that matchup against Triple H at WrestleMania. He got it. And guess what? He got it. The match at this year's WrestleMania was okay. It wasn't that bad. It was okay for what it was. But still, Batista got what he wanted. He got his match with Triple H to end his career. So there you go. So now Batista will be in the Hall of Fame this year. I wonder who's going to induct him. People are saying Triple H. People are saying Randy Orton. People are saying Ric Flair. People are saying Devon Dudley should induct him to the Hall of Fame. Batista even said on social media he wants Fit Finlay to induct him into the Hall of Fame. Interesting. Pretty interesting. So I don't mind Batista in the Hall of Fame. NWO with Hogan, Nash, Hall, and Sean Waltman. I don't mind Hogan, Nash, and Hall in the Hall of Fame again, getting inducted as the NWO. But why is Sean Waltman going into the Hall of Fame again? Did he just get inducted with DX last year? And from what I recall, when NWO first started with Hogan, Nash, and Hall, where was X-Pac to be found at? He was nowhere to be found around that time. He was nowhere to be found when the NWO was first formed up back in the summer of '96. Nowhere to be found. So I don't get why Sean Waltman is getting inducted with the rest of NWO, but NWO, in my honest opinion, is one of the greatest factions of all time. One of the greatest factions in wrestling history. They took over WCW. They had fucking Eric Bischoff there. They had fucking Virgil. They had fucking anybody that you named from WCW, named it. They were there. NWO was a workhorse when it comes to factions in all of wrestling. One of the greatest factions of all time. Top 10? Yeah. Top 5? Barely top 5. In my honest opinion. Barely top 5. But I don't mind that NWO and Batista is getting the Hall of Fame bid this year, but normally they will start calling these the Hall of Fame inductions right around mid-January. It's crazy how they're doing this in mid-December. In the beginning of December. It's just weird to me. It just felt weird, but it's whatever for what it was. I don't mind Batista and the NWO getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now I just want Owen Hart to be in the Hall of Fame. That's all I want. If Eddie can make the Hall of Fame like that, Owen can make the Hall of Fame. But I understand why Owen is not in the Hall of Fame yet, because of Martha, and Martha thinks that Vince has something to do with Owen's death and shit back in '99. Is the whole story. There you guys go. If you guys want to look at my fucking Over the Edge review, it's in the channel somewhere. It's in the channel. I spoke about that briefly about that, and my opinion on it. So if you guys want to check out Over the Edge review, I'll probably put it down below in the description if you guys want me to put it there. So we get the Raw Tag Team title match. We get the Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits. Okay, this was had promise. Okay, all right. My problem with this match was, yeah, it was good for the 5 minutes that they got. But if you took out 10 minutes of the opening segment with the fucking divorce shit, take out 10 minutes of that fucking segment and put it into this tag team title match, I think this match would have been the match of the night. In my honest opinion, could have been the match of the night. But of course, Northern fucking Company, they don't cater to tag team wrestling. They don't. They fucking don't. Viking Raiders win in 5 minutes. Yeah, you heard me right. 5 minutes. 2 former NXT tag teams going at it for the Raw tag team titles. And they get 5 fucking minutes. Are you fucking serious right now? Are you serious? 5 minutes? That's all they get? Time management on tonight's show is fucking abysmal tonight. Just look at the fucking main event. As soon as it cut to 11 o'clock, boom. They cut the show off. Right when Ray pinned AJ, Ray got the 1, 2, 3 show off. That's it. That's it. Viking Raiders within 5 minutes. I had a problem with this. Yeah, the match is okay for what it was. Yeah, they went fucking 5 minutes. How can you give me a fucking classic match in 5 minutes? You can't. Take out 10 minutes of the opening segment and put it in this match. Then you would have given me 15 minutes between these two teams. It would have been a fucking classic. But no, you want to fucking give me a 5-minute match between the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits, two teams that I really love. And you want to give me 5 minutes of this shit. Tough. Disappointing. Viking Raiders win with Thor's hammer. Viking Raiders win. After the match, Angelo and Montez Ford climb to the feet, and Erick and Ivar give them respect via forearm bumps. And then from there, we got the fucking clown himself, Mr. Seth Rollins, coming down to the ring. What a way to kill a fucking moment. What a way to kill a fucking moment. Seth Rollins comes out and stomps to the ring while the two tag teams are still there. Rollins says he doesn't mean any disrespect. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. He just has some business to take care of, and they're welcome to stick around. Both teams leave. Good. I don't blame both teams for leaving. Good. Fuck Seth Rollins, right? Shit. Rollins says he has unfinished business with the Authors of Pain. He says he doesn't care if he has a broken hand, doesn't care if he has no arms. He wants to fight them right now instead of the AOP, though. He gets Kevin Owens. KO says that Rollins knows the AOP aren't here tonight. Seth knows that, and that's the only reason he's calling them out. KO says that he wants to know when they're coming so the three of them can beat the crap out of him. Rollins denies any association with Akam and Razor and starts arguing with Owens. And then we see a black SVU. I said SVU. Black SUV. I'm thinking of fucking Lone Road SVU. My apologies. We see a black SUV pull up backstage and out they step. The AOP start walking to the ring as we head to commercial break. Coming out of commercial break, we're live back live, and Owens is still in the ring with Seth. KO points the pipe at Rollins and says he might as well take out Seth before the AOP get here. Rollins climbs out of the ring and says he's going to have to leave because it's the right thing to do and prove to everyone he has no association with the AOP. Owens says we're all heartbroken. He says he's coming to find Rollins after he deals with Akam and Razor. All of a sudden, AOP appear on the Titan trying to ask and talk in their native language. Owens says that's all strong points. Can't argue with any of that. He tells them to get their asses out here, preferably one at a time, but let's just do it. So none of them come out. We go to commercial, and that's it from the segment from there. Again, KO's the biggest babyface on Raw. Rollins is slowly but surely becoming a heel. Now, I tweeted this on Twitter. I also tweeted this on Twitter here. If I can find the tweet. I tweeted this on Twitter. If I can find the tweet here. So I ask everyone a question. Can I ask everyone a question? Why is WWE holding off the inevitable? We want Seth Rollins as a heel. Listen to the fans, Vince. Everyone wants Rollins to turn heel. Pull the fucking trigger already. Why wait until TLC on Sunday when you can do it now? Man, did that tweet fucking age well. Man, did that tweet age well. Here we go. Continue with the show here. Then out comes Sami Zayn with Mojo Rawley. And I'm here thinking to myself, Sami Zayn is a SmackDown superstar. Why the fuck is he on Monday Night Raw? Already, they're killing the fucking aspect of the fucking draft. Didn't they just kill the wild card rule? Now, I had, who did I ask? I had Oscar City RP say this to me. And I didn't really think about this until right then and then. She said, apparently from what I can picture it, the wild card rule effect slipped its way back in WWE again. And I told myself, shaking my fucking head. She could be right. Sami Zayn is a SmackDown superstar. You mean to tell me that the wild card rule is still not in effect, folks? Oh, Sami Zayn's just there for a managerial role on both Raw and SmackDown. No. That means if one person has to go through it, that means everybody else eventually will have to go through it. Trust me, folks, the wild card rule is sneakingly going back to WWE. Would you want that? No. No. Zayn says that he knows everyone is surprised to see him, but he's allowed to get around the rules by getting a managerial license. Since when is that even possible to obtain? Sami says KO knows him better than anyone, and he's not a manager. He's a liberator. He sets people free, and he knows Owens better than anyone, and he's a prisoner in his own mind. Zayn says he doesn't judge Owens about anything, but what he did to Mojo Rawley backstage was out of line. Nah, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He can't even begin to help Owens until he admits he was wrong, so he wants him to apologize to Mojo. Quack. Nothing happens, so Rawley yells at Owens to show some respect. Quack. Sami tries to calm him down and says that he shouldn't piss off KO when he has a lead pipe in his hands. Rawley says, why? Because everyone is a tough guy with a steel pipe. Owens says he wants to test that theory and throws the pipe to Rawley, then hits him with a stunner. Sami slowly backs out of the ring and leaves, but KO is still calling for the AOP. Can I ask, why is Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw? How did he get this managerial license to be on both shows? Huh? What? Hello? How's that possible? You mean to tell me that you're going to have Sami Zayn on both shows, on Raw and SmackDown? Starting now? It's just stupid. Have both shows have their own separate identity. Have Raw have their own identity, and SmackDown have their own identity. But I don't know shit. I don't know anything. I'm just a fucking 27-year-old guy who talks wrestling on YouTube. I don't know shit though. But speaking of Sami Zayn, I found this out on Twitter yesterday that he was arguing with a fan, front row, because the fan was saying a homophobic slur towards Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn did the right thing to do. He stood up to the guy, and they basically had a war of words. I commend Sami Zayn for that. I commend him for that. Earn my respect for that, buddy. Earn my respect for that. But don't tell me Sami Zayn is going to fucking manage Mojo Rawley to a losing streak. Come on. Seriously? The last thing I want to see more of is fucking Mojo Rawley on fucking Monday Night Raw. That's the last thing I want to see more of. We get Aleister Black versus Akira Tozawa, and they made the match official between Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy for TLC. I guarantee you this match is on the pre-show. Guarantee you. I guarantee you that we'll have two matches on the pre-show. One of them which will be Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. I will be completely fucking shocked if Aleister Black and Akira and Buddy Murphy are on the main card. I will be completely fucking shocked if that happens. We get a match between Aleister Black and Akira Tozawa. Black wins with a black mass, which leveled the shit out of Akira Tozawa. My God. I will not want to be on the receiving end of a black mass ever. Or a knee strike from Aleister Black. No, sir. No, quack. Black wins with a black mass. Match is alright. You gotta build the Black, obviously. He has a match against fucking Buddy Murphy on Sunday night, which most likely will be on the fucking pre-show, most likely on Sunday night. Black looked good. Obviously, he looked good here. He wins here. Tony Cruz was backstage and introduces Humberto Carrillo as one of the most impressive rookies ever. Yeah, say that to the push on fucking Vince McMahon. Not pushing Humberto Carrillo. And someone who will be a key component to Raw moving forward. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see that. I'll believe it when I see it, Charlie. I'll believe it when I see it. She starts to talk, but up walks Zelina Vega and Andrade, who shouts in Spanish and shoves Humberto. They yell at each other in Spanish before walking off, and Vega asks, "Tonight?" You know, it was just talking trash in Spanish and blah blah. So we get Humberto versus Andrade. In my honest opinion, was the match of the night. My honest opinion, this was the match of the night. In my honest opinion, match was great. Match was good for what it was. But can I ask this? Can I literally ask this question? Andrade is on a winning streak on Monday Night Raw. It's on a winning streak on Raw. He hasn't lost a match since he's been drafted over to Monday Night Raw. Why the fuck is he losing to Humberto Carrillo? Don't get me wrong. Humberto Carrillo is great in the ring. Don't get me wrong. So is Andrade. Both men are great in the ring. But why is Andrade losing to Humberto Carrillo on this show, on this night? Can anybody sit there and elaborate? Why? Andrade's on a winning streak. When you're on a winning streak, you're supposed to get pushed. Aleister Black, he's on a winning streak. Should be pushed. Drew McIntyre on a winning streak. Should be pushed. Andrade on a winning streak. Loses tonight. I guarantee you, Humberto won this match. I guarantee you we get this match, this same match at TLC on the kickoff show, and Andrade will get his win back and we get 50-50 booking. I guarantee you we get that at TLC on Sunday night. On the kickoff show. Guarantee you we get that on Sunday night. Guarantee you. Humberto wins in a good match. Match is good. Andrade heads to the top rope and looks for a moonsault, but Carrillo rolls into the corner. Andrade lands on his feet and follows up with a double knees in the corner. Andrade runs to the opposite corner, but Humberto meets him there with a drop kick. Vega gets on the apron to cause a distraction. Then Humberto dodges Andrade, who hits her off the apron. Carrillo rolls up on Andrade for the fucking upset victory. We get Humberto Carrillo winning here on this episode of Raw. And like I said, I guarantee we will get the fucking rematch on TLC kickoff show where Andrade will get his win back and we get 50-50 booking. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Match is good, but like I said, why is Andrade losing on this episode of Raw? Why is Andrade losing to somebody like Humberto Carrillo, who's technically dead on Monday Night Raw? When Andrade is a future WWE champion. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Don't get it. Andrade yells at Vega after the match, blaming her for his loss. She yells back saying she was trying to help. As a normal heel would help like that. We see Rey backstage. He says that he has the honor by defending his US title tonight against AJ Styles tonight. He says the title means everything to him because it represents him finding his confidence again. He says his son taught him what the name Mysterio meant, and tonight, if Styles wins, he will shake his hand as the better man. That said, he will retain and proves that he is worthy of the Mysterio name. We had a commercial of Stone Cold's Broken Skull Sessions. We get another episode with Goldberg on Sunday after TLC. If you guys haven't watched the Broken Skull Session with Austin and The Undertaker, go watch it. It's a must-see watch, let me tell you. It's over an hour. I think it's about close to an hour and a half long. Worth your time. I'm telling you right now. Watch it. Should be good. It was good with him and Taker. I can imagine him and Goldberg on Sunday after TLC. I'm probably going to watch it after the review on Sunday. Then I'll go ahead and watch it. We get Buddy Murphy versus Zack Ryder. I wonder who won here. Murphy wins with Murphy's Law, and that's about it. You get Murphy versus Aleister Black at TLC, which I'm praying it should be a good match. I pray that they put it on the main card, but during this company, they'll put it on the kickoff show on Sunday. There you go. Now, this was the part of the show where really got my attention. We see Kevin Owens walking backstage and still looking for AOP. He finds their big black van and starts smashing it with the pipe. He smashes the windows, but they aren't there. He opens up the back doors of the van, and there's someone sitting in there. But Akira and Razor attack Owens from behind and throw him into the shutter door. They stomp on him and toss him into the production box. They slam one of the van doors in KO's head, which literally smacked the shit out of fucking KO's head. Went to the floor. Then talk to whoever was in the back of the van. The person spins around in the chair wearing a hoodie over their head, and it's Seth Rollins. And at this point, I'm like, yes, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Ooh! I like that. He gets out of the van and says, it's come to this, Kev. I'm sorry. Rollins hits a stomp and walks off with Akira and Razor in tow. The way that KO sold the shit out of that stomp, I thought for a second Rollins literally murdered him with that stomp. Jesus Christ, was that fucking epic. Excellent. That was excellent. I like that. Moving on. We return from the break. You see a full replay of the previous segment. Rollins makes his way down to the stage. He asks the fans what they want from him. He says he's been asking himself that for a long time. Why they turn on him? Because we wanted you to turn heel. Simple. We wanted you to turn heel. It's that simple, Rollins. We wanted you to turn heel. He says he's done everything right. He never takes a day off, fights through injuries, and lays it all on the line for the fans. He sticks his neck out for us in the ring and in the media, but he gets spat on, disrespected, and he's sick of it. Good. Embrace it, Rollins. Embrace it. He says he came out last week and told everyone he had nothing to do with the Authors of Pain, and that was true. Everyone called him a liar because of the flavor of the month, Kevin Owens, who couldn't lace his boots, said so. He says he did what he always does, let it slide. This week again, he tried to tell KO he had nothing to do with Akira and Razor, and that was true, but the truth isn't good enough for them. What is good enough in 2019? He says beat Brock Lesnar twice and brought the Universal title to Raw, and it still wasn't enough. You suck chants. Rollins says he heard them. I mean, I heard CM Punk chants as well. But unless if I'm fucking bugging. He wants to push him. They want to push him. Well, it's time for him to push back. He says the negativity of the fans has become a self-fulfilling prophecy. He now stands side by side with two men who understands him. AOP's Akira and Razor come out and stand beside Seth. He smiles and passes him on the chest before turning away. We see Kevin Owens being loaded into an ambulance backstage. This was great. Rollins needed to say everything that he had to say there. He let everything out. But at the same time, the fans was not really feeling it at the same time. The fans wasn't really feeling it. Rollins is a heel, folks. Rollins is officially a fucking heel. Now, this is what I had a conversation with everybody on Twitter about. When I seen Seth Rollins do what he did to KO, Rollins coming out and cutting his promo, then having AOP come out side by side, right in between of Seth Rollins. You had Akam, Rollins, and Razor. When Rollins was cutting that promo, I was picturing Roman Reigns saying the exact same thing that Seth Rollins was saying. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was picturing. I was picturing Roman Reigns saying all of this. Roman Reigns turning heel instead of Rollins. Now, think about this now in your head. What could have been epic if you had Roman Reigns, Akam, and Razor forming together? You know how epic that would have been? If Roman was to build an alliance with Akam and Razor of AOP? You know how epic that would have been? But we got Seth Rollins. People were saying, oh, if Rollins was never to turn heel, his career's dead. I agree. This heel turn by Seth Rollins needed to happen. It needed to happen. Because if you was going to save this heel turn for TLC, it was going to be predictable. Why do it at TLC when it's predictable? You can do it at a random edition of Monday Night Raw when people are still expecting it, but don't really see it coming. I'd rather take option B. Do it on Raw. People are still expecting it and wait to see what happens. Rather than do it on Sunday when it's much more predictable, then people are going to go to Raw the next night and wanting an explanation on why Rollins did what he did. This was good. This was good. Now, this is a positive. Rollins' heel turn, people, is a positive, and I'll tell you why. This guarantees Kevin Owens to be the biggest babyface on Monday Night Raw. He could possibly be next to fucking Daniel Bryan, in my honest opinion, on the main roster. Kevin Owens could be the biggest babyface on the main roster, next to Daniel Bryan. And I'll tell you why. Rollins is going to be built up as the biggest heel on the main roster. Next to who? Probably Baron Corbin. Rollins now is a heel. He has AOP as his bodyguards, his buddies, his associates, if you want to put that like that. What about Kevin Owens? Rollins has already done everything that he had to do on Monday Night Raw. There's no point right now to put Seth Rollins in a World Championship picture right now, especially who is the current WWE Champion, Brock Lesnar. You want to see another Rollins-Lesnar match again? No. I don't want to see that for a while. For a good while. You have Kevin Owens now as the biggest babyface on Monday Night Raw. Now people are predicting, oh, Kevin Owens is going to win the Rumble. He's going to face Brock Lesnar and win the title at WrestleMania. No. I even had Storms tell me that. Oh, KO is going to win the Rumble. He's going to face Brock Lesnar and he's going to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. No. This is my argument. And Storms, if you're watching, text me or tweet me or DM me your opinion on this. I would not mind. Now, here's the one thing I would not mind. I would not mind a Kevin Owens Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship. You think for 1 second Kevin Owens is believable enough to beat Brock Lesnar? In my opinion, no. Yeah, sure. KO he's over. He's a babyface now. He's the biggest babyface on Raw. Yeah, sure. I love KO. But if you're going to have KO face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, you think for 1 second a guy like Kevin Owens is going to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? No. That's just my opinion. I know Storms is going to stick to his opinion. I know people are going to stick to their opinion about, oh, they should have KO and Brock at WrestleMania. No. As much of that could be good, in my opinion, no. You know what I would do? I said this earlier. If I was to book the men's Royal Rumble winner, having not to be Roman Reigns, it would not be Kevin Owens. It would be Drew McIntyre. It would simply be Drew McIntyre. I would have Drew McIntyre face Brock at WrestleMania, have Drew win the title from Brock, and then, if you want to give Kevin Owens the fucking championship from Drew McIntyre, you can have Drew McIntyre drop the championship to Kevin Owens. And then, if you want, in the summer, you can revisit Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins with KO as the babyface and Rollins as a legit heel. You can have Rollins, the heel, take the championship from Kevin Owens in the summer at SummerSlam. Possibly. Now, I have people tell me, oh, Roman Reigns was more over than Seth Rollins. Oh, Roman Reigns would be over as a babyface. Motherfucker, no. People don't understand. Now, I know I'm off topic. I know that I'm off topic, but it has to be said. It has to be said. Roman Reigns from 2015 to 2018 was booed as a babyface. Rollins' 2018 run as a legit babyface, a babyface that everybody was fucking invested in, was more over in 1 year than Roman Reigns was from 2015 to 2018. Don't give me that crap. Don't give me that crap. Don't give me this crap. Hell, I'll tell you right now, Kevin Owens now, he's more over than Seth Rollins is right now. And Rollins is not even the best guy on his brand. Rollins is not even the best guy on his brand. Let me say this now to all you Roman Reigns fans, for all you Roman Reigns cocksuckers. Roman Reigns is being booked right now as a good person. Are people cheering for Roman Reigns? Yes. Is he over? No. At some point, yes, he is. At some point. Not entirely, but at some point, Roman Reigns is over at some point. They had to use leukemia to use that to put him over. What's going to happen when Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble? And what's going to happen when he beats The Fiend at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship? What's going to happen then? Oh, you know what's going to happen after that? The fucking go-away heat that Roman had from 15 to 18 is going to come right back faster than you can fucking blink. All the go-away heat that Roman had from 2015 to 18 is gonna come back faster than a fucking quickie. And people don't seem to understand that. People don't seem to realize that. Roman and the Roman Reigns agenda will come back once Reigns wins the Royal Rumble match. And when he beats The Fiend at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. I've had people tell me that it's rumored that it's going to be Wyatt and Taker at WrestleMania. I don't see that. They could have booked that at Survivor Series low-key. They could have booked that at the Survivor Series. It would have been a much more perfect time for Wyatt and Taker to go one-on-one. But if they're gonna do it at WrestleMania, how is Taker gonna be in this? He's not. If anything, I would save that for next year's Survivor Series, if anything. I would save that for Taker's 30th year anniversary of his debut next year at the Survivor Series next year. That's what I would do. But people need to understand this. KO now is the biggest babyface in the fucking company. Not in the company, on Raw. He's bound to be WWE champion. Him versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? No. I wouldn't even go that far. I would book Roman? No. I would book Drew and Brock at WrestleMania. That's what I'm doing. If they have KO, God bless him. I just think if you have KO versus Brock at WrestleMania, I don't see KO beating Brock. KO is not believable enough to beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I don't think so, in my honest opinion. If they have KO win the Rumble and they have him beat Brock, then yeah, I'm wrong. Sometimes I could be wrong, but most of the time I could be right. I'm not afraid to be wrong. I'm not afraid to be wrong. I just don't see KO and Brock at WrestleMania. I just don't see it. I'd rather have Drew and Brock at WrestleMania than KO and Brock. That's just my opinion. But from a booking standpoint, from a long-term standpoint, You want to have KO as the biggest babyface on Raw against Rollins, the biggest heel on Raw. They go at it at SummerSlam next year for the WWE Championship. That's what I would do. I would have Drew in the Rumble, Drew beat Brock at WrestleMania. I would have Drew have a small title reign, couple months here, sprinkling around 2, 3, maybe 4 months. I would have Drew lose the KO, and then have KO lose to Rollins, and then Rollins will have a lengthy title reign. That's in my opinion. I would have Rollins win the title, and have AOP win the Raw Tag Team titles. They'll take over Monday Night Raw. And they want to add a fourth superstar into that faction, by all means do so. By all means do so. If anything, I would add Andrade into that picture. I would add Andrade to that. There you go. But this was great for what it was. This was great. This was actually great, in my opinion, for what it was. This was great. But I just hope that they don't fuck this up. I just hope that they don't. I hope and pray to God they don't fuck this up. We got the Kabuki Warriors versus Becky Lynch. They had Becky win by disqualification. I'm a little sick, excuse me. So, they had Becky win by DQ. So you beat Charlotte last week, but you can't beat a champion this week. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it at all. How you have a 2-on-1 handicap match against Charlotte Flair last week, you beat Charlotte, but you can't beat Becky Lynch? Who's the weak link out of the two? Out of Becky and Charlotte, from a viewer standpoint? Obviously Charlotte. Now, the only positive about this is Becky didn't get pinned, and Asuka or Kairi Sane didn't get pinned either. So I'll take that. Nobody got pinned. Good. Nobody got pinned. It was all champions in this matchup. They couldn't afford a champion to lose. Good. But still, at the same time, it makes the Kabuki Warriors look completely fucking stupid because, hey, they could beat Charlotte, but they can't beat Becky. And they cannot they cannot afford to have a champion lose going into Sunday. So I don't mind this. But at the same time, it looked completely fucking stupid on my standpoint. Asuka slams a chair off of Lynch's back again after the bell. Asuka and Kairi Sane step a table at ringside and lay Lynch on. Insane then hits to the top rope. Hits an insane elbow through the table at ringside. The Kabuki Warriors stand tall. The Kabuki Warriors walk off, but Lynch is back on her feet. Dumb. This is stupid. This is freaking stupid. Moving on to the show here. The show's almost done here. Thank God. I'm only an hour and 8 minutes in. Jesus Christ. AJ Styles is backstage with the OC. AJ says the OC will take the Raw Tag Team title soon because they're the best tag team on the planet. Said no one ever. Meanwhile, he will also get his U.S. title back tonight. And if Randy Orton tries to stick his nose if he will stick his nose in, they will hurt him. Not just for tonight or tomorrow, but end his career for life. Yeah, sure. We see Lynch backstage in an ice pack. She's pissed. Flair walks in and says, Rebecca, how did that go? Lynch said it's fine. If it means she gets another shot at Asuka, Flair congratulates her and walks off. Just outside the doors, the doctor's office, the Kabuki Warriors attack Flair and beat it down with a steel chair. So you know where this is going. They attack Becky with a table. They attack Charlotte with a chair. I think you know where this is going. We get Erick Rowan versus a jobber. I wasn't paying attention to this. I was taking a shower. I didn't pay attention. I didn't care. Did not care. Erick Rowan wins by stoppage from what I see. I don't care. Moving on to the show here. Charlie Caruso stops Kairi Sane and Asuka backstage and asks them what's next for them. Asuka speaks Japanese and Charlie asks him to translate. Asuka said they challenged Becky and Flair for their titles on the line at TLC. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh my. We return to see Flair from commercial break, now sitting in the trainer's room with Lynch. Becky asks her if she wants to fight, and Charlotte says yes, but let's raise the stakes. Becky says tables, ladders, chairs. Oh my. Quack. Quack, quack, quack. I'm not going to go over this fucking Monday after the weekend update because it's just fucking corny. I didn't really like it at all. It was just corny to me. We get the main event here. U.S. title match. AJ versus Rey Mysterio. Match is decent. Not gonna lie. It was fucking decent. Pretty decent here. Mysterio pulls AJ on the top rope. It looks to hit Avalanche Hurricanrana, but Styles holds on to him. They were supposed to do an Avalanche Styles clap, but Styles fell off the rope. A rare box from two masters. Just rare. Styles then lifts Rey, hits a nasty powerbomb, followed by Styles clash, and pins him 1-2. AJ lets go of the pin because Randy Orton slid into the ring. Orton winks at AJ and slides right back out. Mysterio rolls up AJ for the win, and from there the show goes off the air because nothing else happened. From there, the show goes off the air with Rey Mysterio retaining the United States Championship, and the show goes off the air. This was a waste of time show. Rey retains the title. Now what does Rey do at TLC? Probably nothing. We're probably going to get AJ versus Orton at TLC. So we got, how many matches do we have booked so far for TLC on Raw side? We don't got Rollins versus KO yet. We'll probably get that announced for on Twitter of some sort. We'll probably get Rollins versus KO. We got Black versus Murphy. We're probably going to get Andrade versus Humberto on the kickoff show. We're gonna get the women's tag team titles in a TLC match. We got Rusev versus Lashley in a tables match. That's it. When it comes to Raw side, that's it. And then we got Roman versus Corbin, TLC, and then we're getting Miz and Wyatt. That's it. So far we got 7 matches booked for TLC. Let me look at the card. Let me see. How many matches we got booked so far for TLC? How many matches do we got booked so far for TLC? Let me look this up. Let me see. 2019 max card. Let me see how many matches we have so far. We got... How many matches we got? Oh, we got 6 matches so far. I mean, yeah. We got Roman versus King Corbin. Oh, we got the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Okay, so we got the New Day versus the Revival for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. We got Bray Wyatt versus The Miz, Black versus Murphy, the Kabuki Warriors versus Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, Rusev versus Bobby Lashley. That's 6 matches. We'll probably get Andrade versus Carrillo on the pre-show, and then we'll probably get Rollins and KO probably main event in the show. I have no idea. So far, we got 6 matches booked, potentially 2 matches possibly booked for TLC. And that's it. That's how they're showing off the air. The show sucked tonight. Outside of 3 things, outside of a decent U.S. title match, Humberto versus Andrade, and Rollins' heel turn. That was just it. Outside of that, nothing happened on the show tonight. Nothing happened. Nothing exciting happened. Nothing that was going to get me out of my fucking seat. Nothing has happened. Outside of fucking Rollins' heel turn, the decent U.S. title match, and Humberto versus Andrade. That was it. And that, folks, is the reality of things right here on the official Monday Night Raw review right here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed Raw review, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of Raw tonight. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support. Hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on those bells, guys, for all notifications. We are 10 subscribers away from 200. I would love to hit 200 subs before 2019 is over. SmackDown Reviews live on the channel right now. Link to this video will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper right corner of your screen. Also, check out AEW Dynamite review from this past week. Link to this video will be in the annotation above that you see on the upper right corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are following your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris Loring, Snapchat, Chris Was Hated, and Instagram at your boy Chris YT. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to show your support. hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on both guys for all notifications as we are on the road to 200 subs right here on the channel. We are 10 subscribers away from 200 right here on the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I am Chris. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all over social media. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, probably on Wednesday for Dynamite, or unless if I have something else up tomorrow. I'll probably have something up for you guys tomorrow or not. I will see you guys on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Till then, I am Chris. Also, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all over social media. I'll see you guys probably on Wednesday or tomorrow for some content, or Wednesday for Dynamite. Till then, I'm Chris. Talk to you guys later.